Good morning everyone, today is another pre-maintenance checklist video, which means we're going over all of the different campaigns which are ending with this coming maintenance. But before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe, as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. Very first thing I want to go over is Aiko and Chika's outfits are absolutely insane. It's from My Hero Academia. Yeah, Aiko's really been killing it with the outfits. Editor Kara over here, I just wanted to let you guys know that Aiko actually released a video on how to make that exact look. I will leave the link in the description below so that you guys can check it out. Now, the very first thing I want to go over are going to be the keywords. There are two keywords. The first one is spring_chicken, and then the second one is actually steamed_hams, all right? Once you type both of those keywords, you're simply going to go to your systems, get campaign items, and receive item account, and you will get some goodies over here if you have not used those keywords yet. They both will be linked in the description below, so make sure that you use them. Now, with that out of the way, the next thing I want to talk about is going to be maintenance. Maintenance is going to be earlier by 3 hours, all right? So, regardless of what time zone you're in, it's just going to be 3 hours earlier than normal, so just keep that in mind. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is going to be the Creative Space Contest winner announcement is actually going to be ending. So currently we can actually visit all of these different creative spaces. So this includes the global side as well as the JP side. The JP side have a lot of really awesome one. This one in particular really caught my fancy, and this one has some super cool designs as well. So if you do want to visit any of these creative spaces, it's your last chance to do so. Now, another campaign that is also ending is the PSO2 Global 4th Anniversary login gift over here. All you need to do is log in a single time and you get all of these goodies over here, including 200 star gems, 2 end master cubes. There are a ton of goodies over here. So if you haven't logged in since March 6th, then just log in now. Just log in once and you will get all of these goodies, including a weapon camo over here, which is pretty nice. The next campaign that is ending is going to be the special sets available in the AC shop. So this is the Aina and Manon collection set. So you get all of the CDs as well as the vital gauges. Let me jump in game over here so that you can actually see the different vital gauges. Is these two over here, the Manon as well as the Aina vital gauge. They look really nice. I currently rock the Manon one, as we can see on the bottom left corner. And if we change it to the Aina one over here, now you can see it on the bottom left corner as well. They are very nice. Remember, you can buy these off the player shop if you want. That's exactly what I did over here. However, you can also buy it with AC, 1000 AC, and it gets you both of these vital gauges as well as a bunch of other goodies. Now, the next campaign that is also ending is going to be the seasonal event enhancement support campaign. So there were a ton of boosts regarding the seasonal weapon because the season is literally ending after this week. So if you do need to enhance any of these weapons, maybe for your dual quest or for whatever reason you want to upgrade these seasonal weapons, now is your last chance to do so. So if you want to do it, make sure that you do it before the coming maintenance. But more importantly is the Reyaar series exchange support campaign part 2, because the Reyaar weapons will give you a lot more mileage than the seasonal weapons, since they are 10-star rarity weapons and they're significantly better in my personal opinion. Now, this campaign is relatively easy to complete. All you need to do is clear the limited time quest 10 times in order to get all of the materials for your Reyaar weapon. Now, I know some people may be saying, Caro, next week we get the new 10-star rarity weapons with the Growthment level 2s. Why should I even go with the Reyaar weapon? Well, technically, you could get a Reyaar weapon over here right now. Just shove in a bunch of LC capsules in order to farm your Growthment even faster next week. And then once you farm those Growthment 2s, then you can exchange for your new 10-star rarity weapon later down the line when you have enough. Since, they're literally giving you this Reyaar weapon for free. But of course, I do understand if you are very tight on resources, like you don't have any LC capsules, then sure, you could skip the Reyaar weapon, but it would be very questionable if you don't use a Reyaar weapon and you're running Lucille Exploration next week when the seasonal event ends and the seasonal weapons are, they just don't work anymore. So personally, I still highly or strongly recommend that you do get a Reyaar weapon and just shove in some really normal LC capsules and you should be good. Now, another reason why you should really run the limited time quest 10 times is because it's actually part of your weekly over here, which rewards you a TA customization disc X, because remember, we are getting all of our TA customizations next week. We're getting the expansion of that. So you're going to need all of these CDs in order to max out all of your new skills. So you are going to need a bunch of X's. So you really should take advantage of all of this because they're literally free. You know, it's just all of this freebie stuff over here for you to just complete stuff. So just do it. You know, you're going to be completing your daily tasks. You're going to be getting seasonal points. You're going to be able to get your End Master cubes. Like, all of these overlap with each other. So, you know, please just do it. It's free stuff. The next thing I want to talk about is, of course, the seasonal shop itself. Now, the seasonal shop will not be going away. However, the seasonal points, the ability to farm seasonal points, will be ending with the coming maintenance. So you want to make sure that you actually farm enough seasonal points to buy out all of the items that you actually want. As you can see, I actually bought out all of the different cosmetics, the star gems, the special scratch tickets, and master cubes, all of the TA discs, as well as all of the stat 4s or the giga stat 4s. And then I also bought all of the alpha reactors, because remember, the alpha reactors, it literally gives you like 1.6 million Meseta or something. So, you know, just buy out all of it. It's free money. Just take it. Now, if you're still hurting for LC capsules, you can buy a bunch of LC capsules over here with seasonal points. However, they are awfully expensive. So personally, I wouldn't really buy LC capsules over here. I would exchange them with Growthment. So what you want to do is you want to come over here to the Growthment exchange, or the item exchange shop right here. We find Travis, and right here under Growthment Exchange, you're going to be able to get the high-end LC capsules for much cheaper, because you should have a ton of Growthment if you've been farming Lucille Exploration at all. So as you can see here, I've got 3,600, and in order to get 10 of these Gladius Soul LCs, it's only going to cost me 50. So it's a lot cheaper to pick up all of your LC capsules here. And if you don't have a lot of Growthment, there's another place to pick up a ton of LC capsules, and that is, of course, through the Architect over here, or the Genesis points. So when we go to exchange Genesis points over here, this resets weekly as well. So you can pick up a bunch of TA discs here if you want. But the main thing that you really should be picking up every week is going to be the Foundia capsules, as well as the 5 master fragments. These are the key items that you really want to pick up, because, you know, you just want to start accumulating those as early as possible. However, you know, there is, of course, the Gladius Soul LCs, the High El Domina LCs, Mastery LC. You don't really need that. You can pick up the Gigas Masse LC, Halphinale LC, High Red Domina LC, as well as the Grand Dread Keeper LC, and it's significantly cheaper because it's literally 100 Genesis points each, so that's 1,000 Genesis points. And remember, if you farm the Time Attack, you can gain 50,000 Genesis points every single week really easily. If you are struggling to farm Time Attack and you're like, Carol, I don't want to farm so many times, it takes like 4 to 5 runs to max it out, you could always come over here to the SG shop. So right here, Star Gem shop, scroll to the very bottom, and there is the Genesis points earned plus 100%. By using this, you literally just need to run the Time Attack like 4 times or 3 times, and you're going to be fully maxed out on Genesis points. You're going to get your 50,000, and then you can come back here and just buy out all of those things. Now, I know some people might be like, Carol, they cost 50 star gems, but it does last for 7 days. So what you want to do is you buy it today. At the time of this video coming out, you get your 50,000 Genesis points for this week, and the 7 days will carry over for next week as well. So when your Genesis points reset next week, you still have that 100% boost. So you can farm up another 50,000 Genesis points really easily. And personally, I think it's really worth it because you are saving so much time for the 50 star gems. And honestly, 50 star gems you can make back incredibly easily, especially since we have the spring 2024 scratch. You know, hopefully you guys have been farming the limited time quest and you have a ton of these tickets, because remember, in the prize list right here, you can get a ton of star gems. 10 star gems is a 15% drop rate, and then you can get 100 star gems. Sure, it's a 1% drop rate, but we also get the selector ticket for every time you scratch 40 times. So you're pretty much guaranteed minimum 200 star gems if you just buy the tickets from the seasonal shop. So that's pretty good. Now, the next thing I want to remind everyone is please make sure to use your reward box medals over here. As you can see, I haven't used any of them, but this does go away on April 10th. So that is going to be maintenance. So you want to make sure that you use all of your reward box medals and get all of these items before this goes away. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is going to be the Arks Records. So this week's Arks Records is the South Kavars Dash Spring 2024. Super easy. You literally just participate, just complete it, and you are guaranteed 20 Arks Record badges. Again, the reason why you want your Arks Record badges is because of these weapon camos over here, star gems, as well as the MK1 weapons. Honestly, at this point, you shouldn't worry about the MK1 weapons or fixes on your Reyaar weapon anymore, because next week we got new 10-star rarity weapons, and chances are pretty high that those are going to be better than the Reyaar weapons. So you probably shouldn't invest anything more into the Reyaar weapons unless you don't have one. Then, you know, obviously you should make one so that you can farm a little bit more efficiently. But the main thing I want to point out about this shop is going to be these weapon camos are going away with the coming maintenance. So if you did want any of these weapon camos, you need to pick them up now before maintenance, because they will be going away and they will be replaced with new weapon camos once maintenance kicks in. Now, with that out of the way, the next thing I want to talk about is the Growthment exchange over here. Make sure that you pick up all of these CDs because you're going to need all of them in order to max out all of your different skills. So you know, your TA customization disc A, we're going to just buy all of that right now. And then you've got your Bs as well, so you want to buy those as well. And then you've got all of your different LC capsules, which I do recommend buying. You know, you can never have too many LC capsules because you know, these LC capsules will always be useful, especially if you are a free-to-play player, or you know, you're just starting out, or maybe you play a lot of different classes and you want to use a lot of different type of weapons. Just throwing LC capsules into your gear is never a bad idea. It's, you know, it's basically the entry level augments, and they're actually pretty dang good for entry level augments. Now, another thing to take note of is if you are low on Growthment, scroll all the way to the very bottom and click on Growthment over here and click on the first one. As you can see here, you can actually exchange all of your extra Verschmel weapons over here into extra Growthment. So, you know, make sure to check that, as well as all of your Octo armors. So if you do have any extra Octo armors, you can also turn those into extra Growthment. As you can see, what those weapons just turned into 200 Growthment right there. So, you know, I just had 200 Growthment just sitting around that I didn't even know I had. So that was very nice. Now, the next thing we need to talk about is, of course, our Aegis Integra over here. We're going to scroll all the way down here, go to Aegis Integra, exchange all of our Neo A weapons into Aegis Integras, and that's going to give us 15 extra Aegis Integras. Very nice, so that we can use that to pick up all of our different Dominas as well as our Aegis Souls, because we're going to be using this to craft our Halphinales. So let us pick all of this up right here. Then we're going to bring all of that to the item lab right here, augment capsules, and let's do Halphinale, and right here, and bam, we can make another 2 Halphinales. Very, very nice. As you can see, the main bottleneck that I'm having is the Aegis Soul 4s again. So I really should be farming a little bit more Aegis Soul 4s. Or actually, am I out of Dominas? Oh, I'm actually out of Dominas for once. That's very surprising. Yeah, I actually ran out of Dominas. I am incredibly surprised that that happened, but nevertheless, I've hit my limit. As you can see, I don't have anything else. I can maybe craft Halphinale. I can craft 1 Halphinale, or 1 Lux Halphinale, sorry. So I'm going to craft that right now. Very, very nice. Now, don't forget about your Dread Scale exchange over here, as you can pick up another TA Customization Disc X if you haven't picked this up already. It does cost 50 Dread Scales, so if you have it, you know, if you can afford it, just make sure that you buy it. If you can't, it's not a big deal, because there are other ways to get the Customization Disc X, mainly all the free ways that I just told you earlier. You know, you really want to complete all these limited time stuff over here, the limited time tasks, seasonal task over here. They give you 2 CDs right off the bat, and then your weeklies, when you complete the limited time quest 10 times, you get another CD, and then of course you get a bunch of CDs from the seasonal shop. You can actually get 3 of those CDs from the seasonal shop, so make sure that you buy all of those, okay? And last but not least, of course, we need to talk about our Alliance Exchange Shop. So make sure that you do pick up your 30 Star Gems right here, because, you know, Star Gems, they're free. So pick those up. And of course, if you need more Genesis points in order to buy out the Genesis shop, then by all means, you can pick up another 7,000 points over here, which pretty much guarantees you 70 LC capsules. Do you hear me? 70 LC capsules. If you need any LC capsules, you know, just buy out the 7,000 Genesis points over there, and then you can just go to the Genesis point shop and boom, you've got a full set of LC capsules for your armors and your weapons, and you're good to go. All right, super easy.
Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again.
But yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.